G here, and today we're going to be looking at this article from Observer about despite massive game layoffs in gaming, why this is good for media giants like Netflix and Disney. And basically, we're going to look over this article. And obviously, this is part of a two-part series I plan to do because I do have another video planned where I'm going to cover why the layoffs in gaming are actually good for Netflix as a company. Because obviously, I'll explain all in that video. It'll probably be a short video, but yeah, we're going to go through this article, so make sure you subscribe, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, notifications, all that stuff. So let's get into it. So despite massive layoffs in the gaming media giants like Netflix are embracing the sector. Rapid change, excessive hiring, cost hikes, and more access to creation tools are all factors behind the gaming industry's massive layoffs. So let's have a look. While many media companies are recognizing the value of video gaming, the traditional gaming industry itself is experiencing growing challenges that have led to layoffs across the sector. So far this year, over 7,000 gaming jobs have been cut at companies like Twitch, Activision Blizzard, and Riot Games. Today, February 27th, Sony's Interactive Entertainment Unit, which obviously, when this video is going out, it's probably like the 1st of March, so there is that. So it could be more or less by then. PlayStation gaming consoles, which produces PlayStation gaming consoles, laid off 900 staffers or 8% of the team and closed its gaming studio in London. Rapid change, excessive hiring, cost hikes, and more access to creation tools are all factors affecting the gaming industry right now. Kathy Hackle, an entrepreneur consulting Fortune 500 companies, including Nike and Walmart, on strategies involving gaming, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality, told Observer in an email. Right, let's continue. So this is obviously quite a big deal because obviously gaming, 7,000 people have lost their jobs, right? I'm hoping Netflix ends up hiring some of these guys because I know at one point they were hiring devs that were made for Epic Games. I made a whole video about that, but I do think that Netflix needs to obviously save some of these jobs. Some other gaming companies need to step in and save some of these jobs as well because it is what it is. But like so many studios are laying off developers, so it's just kind of mad. We will continue to see layoffs in the gaming space this year, Hackle said. Added, I think many companies that have done layoffs have seen a positive response to layoffs from shareholders, so they will continue to sadly conduct more layoffs. That is true. That is true. Shareholders don't tend to care about the actual little guys. In terms of AI, every industry is trying to adapt to the new technology, and gaming is no exception, as key hardware suppliers like Nvidia shift to developing chips for training AI models instead of when its priority used to be making graphic cards for video games. According to Hackle, some gaming companies and executives are waiting cautiously to see how generative AI will impact the industry. Media giants are pouring money into gaming. So let's look at this. So, on the other hand, the media industry is leaning into gaming more than ever. The Walt Disney Company, Netflix, and Warner Bros. Discovery are just some of the companies that have invested in original games as well as licensing and extending their IP into gaming. I will say though, in my opinion, having Warner Bros. Discovery on this list, a little bit unfair because Warner Bros. Games has been a thing for a long time. Disney and Netflix are a lot more recent entries into the gaming industry. Although Disney did have a publisher back in the day, they shut it down in 2016. So, but obviously, but now Disney's bought into Epic, so we will see. All these companies are finally recognizing that gaming as an industry is bigger than film and music combined. The recognition was long overdue, Hackle said. Just like in 2010s, we saw most companies start to embrace being tech companies, even though many were not tech companies like WeWork. We're seeing companies start, in some ways, mirror this and become gaming companies. That's true. But things like media companies make the most sense to join the gaming industry because obviously media companies have the IP, they have the franchise, they have the money. Hackle pointed towards mobile games as a promising area where TikTok and Netflix are claiming stakes as non-gaming platforms. She's also bullish on platforms that focus on incorporating user-generated content in the gaming, like Roblox. She said media companies that are investing in gaming are making a smart move, but only if they hire experienced gaming leaders rather than relying on traditional media executives. That is also a very good point. You need to have the team, and you need to have the guys and the executives and all that sort of and all that stuff that knows how to make a game, knows how to publish games, know how to build a game. Developers, publishers, and executives, they're all needed for companies like Netflix, for example, to really dominate in gaming. I don't see Netflix being like the only game platform in a few years. No. I feel like Netflix will probably keep expanding its gaming division, maybe buy a few more studios, maybe build a few more studios, and just sort of like grow from there, stuff based on their IPs and whatnot. So let's continue. A good example is Netflix hiring Mike Verdu, Meta's former head of AR VR content and as head of gaming in 2021. Some of the companies that are jumping into gaming might have executives who are ill suited to run gaming companies and are not gamers or don't understand the culture of gaming, Hackle said. This is a recipe for disaster, and for more layoffs, they think the traditional media ways work for gaming. I will say this: what's else annoying me in this article this woman's name who's talking, Hackle. They keep spelling it in two different ways. One way to spell it Hackl, one is Hackle. So it's really annoying me. It's getting on my nerves now. I've just seen them risk keeping spelling the same name. So yeah, that's the article. The article will be linked in the description, guys. What do I think about this? I think Netflix is probably the best positioned media company in the gaming space at the minute because Netflix has the capital. They know what they're doing. People know Netflix and they know Netflix's brand. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know Disney and they know Warner Brothers and whatnot. But they've got a lot more spotty history of gaming, and when Netflix is sort of building out from a small platform on mobile to expand into cloud gaming and other platforms, I think Netflix is the best position out of the three. I think they're the best position out of the three, and I feel like Netflix could probably become a bigger player in gaming if they wanted to. We will see what happens. You know, I won't say Netflix is going to fail in gaming. I'll obviously have a whole channel dedicated to Netflix games, so obviously I ain't going to say that. But I do think it will be interesting to see what comes from Netflix in the future. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I've been NG, and I'm signing out. Peace.